Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ari, and today, as you can see by the title, we are reviewing the new-ish favorite from Chanel, the Chanel 19, and whether it's, in my opinion, worth it or not. Okay, super random thought. I'm wearing red lipstick and this is so unlike me. I'm just not used to wearing red lipstick. I did some reels and some videos and whatever, and it looked cute with the outfit, and if you tried red lipstick before, it's a pain to take off. Instead of like messing with it, embraced. But then I also got my highlights done and I went lighter. So I feel like there's a lot going on. Anyway, I really like the shade. It's from Armani Beauty. That was super random because I'm seeing myself. If you're newish here, I like doing this kind of series of worth it or not videos when it comes to designer items. Mostly, pretty much, I've only done designer bags. And basically, it's just kind of like my honest review of whether I've liked a bag, if I actually think it's worth getting. I know what it's like spending your hard-earned money on a bag, and sometimes you're not sure if you're gonna like it. A casual chat about bags and whether I like them or not. If you're looking for another bag, I've done several other videos. There's a few out there if you want to check them out and see if any of those are the ones you're looking for. Anyway, we are reviewing the Chanel 19. You might be able to tell by its name, the Chanel 19 launched in 2019, and it was meant to be, or it is when it was launched, a new, more casual, kind of sportier, softer version of a classic flap. I believe it comes in 3 sizes. I'm not gonna count the wallet on chain. This is the second time I've done this video. I was, not gonna lie, a little bit too positive in my previous video. I hadn't had this bag for a long time, and I was like, yes, it's wonderful, and I really didn't go in depth. And now that I've had it for a little bit more, I do want to share a bit more honest opinion. Nothing's happened to the bag. The bag is perfect, it's beautiful, and it's great, it works great, whatever. I don't know, some things I've picked up here and there that I wanted to share instead. I think what happened is, like, this bag came out, like I said, 2019. I loved it, thought it was like a really fun, casual, I don't know if you know this, but the Chanel flap, which I love, is a little bit high as a crossbody. Not everybody likes it as a crossbody. I do. I personally think it kind of fits perfectly. Like for me, maybe my height, I don't know what it is, but I really like it. But anyway, this one felt like a more relaxed. It has like an actual top handle on it as well. So I thought it was like an awesome bag when it first came out. I remember I was in LA December or November 2019, and I saw this one, like a teal aqua, kind of like Caribbean sea blue. It was beautiful. It was December, I was there for work, and the holidays were coming up, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done spending on myself for the rest of the year, so I'll just get it later. Beginning of 2020, my birthday was coming up, so I started looking for that exact same color. I couldn't find it, and I was like, whatever, well, whenever another color comes out. And I had seen this color, like a caramel, camel, something color, and I was like, well, eventually, like, I'll try to find that one. Then of course the pandemic happened, and we're like, okay, we're definitely not spending at all during this until everything kind of like settled down. And then just like a bunch of things happened. Later on, I started looking for this particular color. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get it, I really do want a camel colored bag. Every single time our local Chanel got it, it would sell out like that in this particular color. They were like, oh, we have it in black. I was like, I don't want it in black. I have a lot of black. Finally, my SA here in town called me. She's like, hey, we got all new like Chanel, if you want to stop by, whatever. But she didn't say exactly what they got because it was all new. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I stopped by after working out. I was a mess. Like I really didn't want to buy anything. I was just like kind of like, I want to check out. I have some spare time. And I walk in, and as soon as I walk in, this lady is just like, boom, right there. And I was like, oh my God, you got it. It's the caramel color in the size small, and I got overly excited and I bought it. Started wearing it, whatever. I love it, but there is a but. Something's happened to me with this bag that I'm not a fan of how it fits me or something. But anyway, let's just review the bag overall. It's in 3 main sizes, which is a small, medium, and large. This is a small. As you can see, I mean, it's not a tiny small. This is a classic flap in small. As you can see, it is a little bit bigger. The classic flap is a lot more structured, rigid, so totally different bag. This is meant to be super soft. Look at that. Oh my God, you can do that. Because it is such a soft bag, it does not come in caviar or any of their super sturdy material or anything like that. Only make it, I believe, in calfskin, lambskin, denim, several other fabrics, including tweed and I think some sequins and whatever. That for me is a little bit of an issue because I have a love-hate relationship with calfskin, lambskin. It is, yes, it's super soft. It's literally like butter. It's casual, it's everything. But it is very delicate when it comes to scratches and stains. It stains a lot easier. I'm not even gonna get into like the denim and fabric bags because that is one material that I'll tell you right now. It does not matter what brand it is, what designer, I just would not get a designer handbag in any kind of fabric. Believe it or not, those things get dirty, crazy dirty. So that's just, I'm not even gonna attempt it. The anatomy of the bag, it comes with a long chain. It comes with the classic Chanel braided leather in between. This is a thicker chain. Then it comes with a leather strap pad up here for like your shoulder, which is really good because since it is a thicker chain, it will really kind of like dig into your shoulder. And then something that I really do like about this bag is that it comes with a little top chain here, which makes it really cute to hold as a top handle. It has a outer pouch. The double C on the front, it is a lot bigger. I mean, you can see it. And it in all of them comes with this kind of like imitating the pattern on the chain. Same thing, it comes with a little zipper pouch in here. It is a single flap, unlike the classic flap. I like to keep them stuffed with whatever I can find. And this is what it looks inside. So as far as size, the small can fit full-size wallet, full-size phone. I have the Plus Max fits in here, sunglasses, and because it is more of a softer bag, you know, you can even stuff it in a little bit more without having to worry about it. I am, again, for reference, 5'4", size 2 and 4. So this is how it looks against my body. The strap, it is actually a very comfortable crossbody. It's a comfortable crossbody for pretty much any body type. I think this is a very friendly crossbody. It is a very light bag. Again, I feel like basically 97% of the bag's weight is the chain. The actual bag is super, super light. Little Cusco here. Cusco, if you've been watching my videos, is our puppy. Like I did in my previous video for Worth It or Not, I think it was the Hermes Evelyn. I'm just gonna do, instead of grading, I'm gonna do pros and cons. I think the pros would be there is a really nice size variety. You can definitely find a size that works best for you. I also like that it's light because even when you go for the largest size, sometimes the larger you go, the heavier the bag it is. And I think even for the larger size, which is really big, I mean, it looks like a pillow, it's still pretty light. So it's still a lot more comfortable to carry than other like larger bags from Chanel. Material wise, the only pro I see here is how soft it is and easy to wear and kind of like you don't have to worry about deforming the bag. Then price. Also, the only pro I'm gonna give on the price is more affordable than the classic flap. I'm not gonna talk about the exact price because honestly, every time I do a video and by the time I'm editing it, Chanel has already like upped their prices or changed their prices or whatever, and it's really annoying because then this video just is out of date. Price tag, it is on a friendlier side compared to the classic flap, which honestly, it is crazy. Update on my Worth It or Not, I seriously would not buy a classic flap from a store right now. Never say never. It's just the prices are insane. I hope this is not blurry. I really do like the design of it, of having the option of this little top chain thing and then the crossbody. Like, it gives you more versatility for the bag and just whatever you want to wear it. You can definitely put it up here. You can actually put the long chain inside and just wear it as a top handle. It's not a bag that is hard to find, like with anything with Chanel. Yes, their prices have gone up, but at the same time, it's very easy to shop in Chanel. unlike the Hermes experience of basically all their bags being on wait lists, like the colors not being available. Chanel, there's a big misconception. I've heard this kind of like going around that it's hard to shop at Chanel. It is not. It might be if you go to a smaller local boutique, like kind of like here in San Antonio. They already have their, you know, top clients and whatever, and maybe we don't get as much of every single product as a large boutique would get. So basically they get stuff, but it sells out pretty quickly. But that doesn't mean if you live in a city with a main boutique, you can find absolutely everything. The SAs are usually very, very, very helpful, and if they don't have anything in store, they can order it for you or transfer it from another store or whatever. So that is also a pro. And then this bag, being that it's one of the newer models, it'll be around for a really long time. So, and it quickly became one of the favorites. Like I said, it comes in a wallet and a chain, in actual wallets, card holders, the bag. It's just like this whole Chanel 19 line, and it's sticking around. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, the cons. I always like the cons. I don't know, I get excited when I'm not mean. Cons would be for me, again, the price. Overall, Chanel for me, but just what they're doing with their prices and how they're trying to become more exclusive is just like, how do I say it? Like, it just gives me like really bad taste. It annoys me, like just being super greedy. It's not crazy expensive when you compare it to other competing bags. It is, like I said, way cheaper than the classic flap. Con would be the material for me. I wish they did make it in something a little bit sturdier, but again, you can't really do that because it kind of would defeat the purpose and the design of the bag being so soft and easy to use. So, okay. Oh, you're back. Hi. Another con is it can be a little too long for shorter girls. So I was talking with this girl in LA. She was talking how she ended up getting rid of her Chanel 19 because she's very petite. I think she was like, I mean, she was quite a bit shorter than I am. I think she mentioned she was like 5 feet even. She said the bag on her was just very uncomfortable, that it was like way too long and just too kind of like, so she ended up getting rid of it. And that also the material where it sat on her, it was kind of rubbing on her jeans, and she thought the same thing, like it was gonna get damaged really easily. So she ended up selling it, and she said it was one of those things that it was very disappointing. I think for me, kind of that's what's happening a little bit. The strap is very comfortable to wear as a crossbody. Excuse me. But I kind of feel like as a single strap, it is a little bit weird. I don't know how to explain this, but if I'm moving around or anything and I just carry it here, the bag kind of like, maybe because it's light, like the bag itself is light, but then the chain makes it have like that kind of like weight. It just kind of like flies around. Let me show you. So it just bounces around a lot, which I don't know. I think the bag being light, everything that's moving is like the chain. So even this is like slow. I'm not. And then of course, if you're like, oh hey, the bag just. I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like a weird. It's like uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, very, very careful with my bags, and they're always stored correctly and everything. I do have 2 giant slobber dogs, and this kind of leather, you're always kind of looking out for it and whether it's worth it or not. Yes and no. For me, I'm getting to a point that probably this is the only Chanel 19 I'm ever gonna get. It's funny that I've used it a lot less than I thought I was. I'm not sure if this was just that I was so exciting, and it was the anticipation and the buildup from 2019 to finding it in 2023 that I just said, yes, I'll take it. And then in the end, it's not truly a bag that I'm like super comfortable with. This is my one and done. I don't know, maybe down the line, it would be probably one of the first ones I would kind of like trade in for something else. It is Chanel. It is a very popular bag. The price tag within Chanel is not too crazy. So if you're looking for a comfortable crossbody bag that would probably withhold your value, it's a good bag you'll have forever. You're careful with your bags, I would say it is worth it. If you have kids and maybe you're a little bit more careless and you want a bag that you really don't want to have to worry about at all, either get this in black. No, but still, it's a lambskin. For me, like another Chanel 19 would not be worth it. The classic, actually the classic flap small, I love them. And if it wasn't for the price tag, I would definitely have another one. Birkin, who doesn't like it, but anyway, it's a very comfortable bag for me. I have a 40 and it's like my kind of like throw everything in it. The 30 is really cute, really easy to use. I'm one of those that if I love something, particularly like a bag, and it's comfortable for me, if I can, I'll buy it in more than one color because I know that's the bag that I use. I am, for some reason, I love how the Chanel 19 looks on someone else. I personally have found that after wearing it for a while on myself, it's probably not worth it. That does not mean that it's not worth it for you. So yeah, I think again with bags, it really just depends. If the price does not keep climbing like they've been doing with the classic flap, I would say it is worth it. I would say probably buy one right now just because, again, you're getting like a really good bag. You're getting basically a flap bag from Chanel for half the price than what a classic flap goes for. Yes, it's not the classic flap from like 50 years ago or whatever, but it is a flap and a new iconic bag from Chanel. I hope that helps and it didn't just make it worse. It's been like a weird conclusion for me with the Chanel 19. You would think the bag has absolutely everything for it to be like my favorite, you know, crossbody, double handle, whatever. But one thing or another, I just end up not wearing it as much. Because you try it on the store, the bag's perfect. But like little things like that, like the turning around and just moving around with the bag, you wouldn't really know that in the store. This is my tip. If you go in and try it, just try that movement with it. If it's annoying to you in the store, believe me, you're probably the same thing will happen. That is basically my review, what I thought, what my experience, hello again, with the Chanel 19 has been. Hope it's helpful. I mean, hope you kind of get an idea of what I kind of went through. Let me know what you think. You know, comment, ask me anything you want to know. If I missed kind of like in a specific point or something you wanted to see about the bag, just ask and we'll talk about it. And yeah, hope you liked it. Hope it has helped. Follow me on Instagram. That's not in order, but you should follow me on Instagram because that's where I usually post all my outfits and things like that, purses, whatever. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.